It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from KC. Hardman now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance for the rest of his career now, not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes...
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete.
And he will score. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Play action now. It's Nix. open is Troutman downfield. He's got it. And he's in. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Denver.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Yellow!
They put Kelsey in motion. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a 1st down. Here's Mahomes. Right back to Kelce again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Nix. This one to the tight end, Troutman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says 1st down.
First down, Broncos.
To throw is Nix. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air. They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 34.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
1st and 10. out of the gun. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Yellow.
Hopkins sent in motion. That is caught to the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Denver.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score.
Yellow.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. A short pickup to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. Out quickly here to Worthy. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
To return, it's Mims. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll run it with Williams. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Denver.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos go up by 7, 28-21. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First and 10 for Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. They face second down and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Mahomes now to throw on second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And down at the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 35, it's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get two hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and the veteran DeAndre Hopkins ready to take over once more. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Gray is the motion man here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's second and 2.
Yellow.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Mahomes now to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. And Buckner on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Knicks now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We just watched a fine first half from the man from Oregon, Bo Nix. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to
Pretty
think,
interesting.
the
First
team whose
half, we'll
defense
see
shows
if
up in the
any
second
strategy
half
changes
is going to be the one
for
who
the
walks
next
out of
30
here
minutes or
with a
more
victory.
as this second half gets underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing, Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go.
Mims sent in motion here. Nix now to throw it here on first down. This one complete to Sutton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's Nix to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Chiefs 28. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they gotta start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes on first down. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. Big strides, look at him go. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On first down, here's Nix to throw. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Throwing is Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And with that last throw, the record comes into focus. He has gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. A first down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead.
Chiefs 34. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
A first down throw for Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow.
And in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback. Back to throw is Nix. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin, most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. To throw is Nix. Left side, that's complete, it's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
Mims sent in motion here. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. So that's the big one in this offensive onslaught. A little bit of history. 8 passing touchdowns in one game. That's an all-time NFL record for a quarterback. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos tack on one more to their lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The home team's offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Mahomes back. Here's a screen set up for P-Rock. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete. It's a pickup of 12, and the Chiefs have a 1st down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 2-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed out.
Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Able to get the touchdown, Greg, as they played man coverage and got burned.
Eye discipline, Mike. Every secondary coach and defensive coordinator around the league, they emphasize you have to keep your eyes on your responsibility, because when you don't and you peek or you try to do too much, it results in plays like that. You just don't see guys at this level that open.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd and short, here's Patrick. That's complete, he got it to Hopkins. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
A 49-yard gain.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And this one is blocked. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
In this situation, Mike, the kicker has a few options. He's looking, is there a hole in the recovery unit? If there is, that's where the ball's going to go. But he can go high hop, he can go bunt, or he could try to just hit a line drive and hope for a deflection and let his guys go chase down the ball.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. And this will be incomplete. But a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
He's got room to roam. And he's into the end zone yet again. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are able to extend the lead.
Chiefs 54.